freshman here at Southeastern, I started out as an elementary education major, and I had not yet submitted to the call of God calling me into ministry. I knew ever since I was 12 years old, the Lord had been whispering the word ministry in my ear, and yet I was still an education major. Why? I don't know. All the other girls were doing it. You got your own whiteboard, you got to teach kiddos, they were really cool. So that's what I was going to do. That's something that I felt comfortable with, even though I know that that is not what the Lord was calling me to do, and I knew that He was calling me to submit to Him. It actually took a chapel service my freshman year of college for me to submit to the Lord. I was sitting in the church pews, and I remember listening to these 4 guys that they flew in from Texas talking about all these different positions in ministry, thinking, how boring. I never want to do this. I never want to spend my life working ministry full time. And I just said, Lord, if this is really what you're calling me to do, I just need an in-your-face, just like neon flashing sign that you're actually whispering the word ministry in my ear. Not even 5 minutes later, a man walked up on the stage and asked for the microphone from the man speaking. He said, there's somebody in the audience here today, and the Lord has been whispering the word ministry in your ear, and this is your calling into ministry. You need to submit yourself and your life to the Lord and change your major. My mouth dropped, and I looked up and said, I will be changing my major after this service. And right after that service, probably actually a few days later, I ended up changing my major. The Lord does not just call us to submit the callings of our lives to Him, but every single piece and part. So everybody in this class, we've probably submitted our life's calling to the Lord, but have you submitted every single piece of your heart? Have you submitted every part of your life to the Lord? James 4, verse 7 says, most of us know, resist the devil and he will flee from you. But most of us forget the first half of that verse that says, submit yourselves then to God. You cannot resist the devil in every part of your life unless you've submitted that part of your life to the Lord. So whatever part of your life you can't resist, that's the part that you're not submitting. Even Peter, he submitted his life to the Lord when he said, I will never forsake you. But he didn't only deny Christ once, not twice, but 3 times. And God called him the Rock. So Jesus named him the Rock, even though he knew that he was going to be wishy-washy, like his old name Simon, even though he had named him the Rock. So right now, I actually was telling Ben this right before I came to class, but I'm going through a social media fast just because I felt like social media was controlling my life. I felt like there was a lot of times when I wanted to read scripture, I wanted to read the Bible or a good book or do my school reading, and I just felt like I was spending all that time just sucked into social media. And so for the next month, I'm spending that time that I would be staring at my phone and actually reading. Just the other night, I found myself literally just staring at my phone. There's nothing on it, nothing going on. I had no texts, I had no emails, there was no Facebook messages because I deleted Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram. I was just staring at my phone, and I'm like, what am I doing? I could be spending this time with the Lord. This is why I'm fasting. By the way, anytime you ever feel like something is controlling you instead of you it, that's a great time to fast. Because that's when you know that you need to take a break from that thing. So I just wanted to encourage you guys, you've already submitted your life's call to the Lord, but I want you to go home tonight and think about what part of your life have you not submitted to God? What piece of your heart have you not given Him? Amen.